the flock is cooking. Flock up and flock off, not you. Stick around, because it's about to go down. You now flock with the most energetic in the Eagleverse. The Eagle Maniac, here on the Fly Eagle Fly Friday. Friday. You know how we like to do around this time, about the time, at this time. It's always easy to right here. Open your eagle eye, poke a peek in and give it a and say it with me. Nah, it ain't time for that yet, y'all. But we're going to get the nest, keep it out of the way. Please like and subscribe if you about that Fly Eagles Fly. Drop a comment in that box if you're flying with the flock. Even if you're not, do remember, join that Maniac thing. Know the gang, you hit that bell, you get a ding whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. While that's the main thing. Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing. Hope this video finds you a good vibe. Fly Eagle Fly Skies, seasons, tides. If you're not there, hope this helps you get there, because we about to go there. Oh yeah, let's fucking go. What we got to get into today, y'all. Just a few things. It's been a while since I've been here on the Fly Eagle Fly Friday. This therapy seems to be going good for me, man. I'm feeling great, pumped for Monday's game. I want to keep this thing going. I was sitting back thinking to myself, like, you can't just sit here and collect wins. You don't just sit and collect. You don't just sit there and collect money. You got to make deposits. You got to put that work in. And that putting that work in is the deposit that lets you see return. So hopefully, because I'm grabbing for anything, I'm reaching for anything. And I see I've been lacking. Just sitting back, relaxing, because I'm like, these wins, man, it's just what we do. And you feel like you can put your feet up and relax and things there and rest on your laurels. You can't do that. You got to put in that work every day. Last year is not this year. Yesterday's price is not today's price. And we got to go out there now and be twice as nice, because they know what we was doing. They know what we did. So we got to go out there and get better, evolve, perform better. So in saying that, I'm saying we're going to get into today a little bit of Patullo, a little bit of Foles, a little bit of Hurts, picks of the week, and we're going to keep this thing the way we used to do, man. Fly Eagle Fly Friday, exactly what it is. It's a pep rally, except over here we spell our flies with a P, PHly. Fly Eagle Fly Friday. It's a pep rally. So what we do with the pep rally, we pep our boys up, bring them down the aisle like we used to do in high school. You remember that on Friday before the games and all that? Let's flock and go. And that's how I felt, because, many people that have come into this locker room have said that this locker room seems to be that of a college energy. And I just heard, what's your boy's name? Damn, his wife is an Eagles fan. Flock him, because he's back to his old tricks. But you know what? She's probably got him doing it. Dan Orlovsky, his wife is an Eagles fan. He's starting to do the same that he was doing last year. But us as Eagles fans, at least most of us, are kind of crazy, a bit superstitious. So she's telling me, babe, just go back to, all that love you're giving us, I don't like it. Go back on TV, start talking that trash. That's when we do our best. That's when we fly our highest. That's when we do the worst of the worst. Beat them down, bring them back home, put them in the dirt. You know what I mean? So that's the energy that I'm getting from that. However, he was speaking to the fact that everything seems still. It's not that whole rah-rah, sis, boom, bah camaraderie that we had last year. He said they're just sitting there on the offense thinking, like, what couldn't go wrong? Like, you can smell 3 and outs. Not to mention, you saw the miscommunication behind the scenes of the miscommunication between Devontae and Hurts, and lends you to the view that we sometimes, us as fans, there's definitely the media too. You can say that they're part of it, and they do that to us and they make us feel this way. You know what I'm saying? But we're part and parcel responsible for it also. So gotta calm down, flip that pillow, cool out. Get all them hot takes, man. Take a cool take, man. Relax. See things for what they are. Sit back, relax, and see the whole picture. Not the micro, see the macro, right? So that being said, I just saw their communication after the play. We're saying like, I know Choppy, and they just spoke it through like men. Both took it. Hurts told him what he thought he saw. Smitty was like, but remember we talked about this, so there's a lot of moving parts. We got to get things together, cohesive, much like we heard Jalen Hurts saying in his press conference yesterday, cohesive, about the collective, us coming together. Got a bunch of guys that they trust, and it's about the unit just getting better. Not to mention, he spoke to people saying, because there's all kinds of things that come out. And I sit here and I regurgitate the BS a lot of the times. We all do. We're all victim of it, all guilty of it, whatever you want to case. Well, I'm making you part of it. I'll speak for myself. I am definitely regurgitating some of the BS that I hear a lot of the times, So you've got early in the season, they're talking about the crossing patterns and all that. He said, that's kind of like, I've been asking to do that. They don't want me to. They say that you don't want to run. Where'd you hear that? Just reports. Oh, so you're reporting other people's reports now. That's cool. Like, what are we doing here? I'm just doing whatever is best for the team. Albeit, I'm not going to lie, I do kind of see it, just speaking for myself, not really going off of what someone else has said, just from what I see. And to a certain extent, I think it's a bit not irresponsible. I think it is a bit responsible to not always be putting yourself in harm's way all the time. However, it is what gets us there. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but I wish we would do it more, just do it safely. You know what I'm saying? That's it for that. However, a lot of people, and I'm going to take this time out. No, I'm not even going to go there yet. First of all, I want to get into Nick Foles. Nick Foles, that's like, I'm talking about the picks of the week of the players that I think we need to perform to get to where we're going, right? But my pick of the week, pick of the last few weeks has been Nick Foles' podcast. It has been a treasure. Like, that dude is out there spitting gems. And I'm sitting there watching him, seeing the way he breaks it down. And the second you hear someone smart start talking football, instantly you're like, that should be our coach. That could be our coach. I can see him being our offensive coordinator. But he was speaking to many things. The fact that, and that's going to go into what I'm going to say next. But Flock, and I'll say it right now. Like, just off of what Nick says, I'm easy. I'm easy. I'm easy. What can I say? But just hearing Nick Foles explain, the responsibilities of Patullo and also the accolades that he has acquired over the past few years. People think everything is in a vacuum, but you are part, and I'm guilty of this, definitely. I said it myself just a few days ago. Someone in the comments was like, bro, you got to relax. The dude just won a Super Bowl. I was like, did he? Really? Like, he's an assistant to the assistant. What are we talking about here? But no, that was just me being emotional and in my feelings. Philadelphia feelings. And at the end of the day, he was part of that unit that got us over the hump and into that winner's circle, bringing home that trophy and yet another Super Bowl ring, second in 8 years. What I'm saying? This is what we do. And that's what a lot of us think. It's just what we do. It's very hard to get to where those guys went, to get to where we went. People hate when we do that, right? But, it was very hard to do what they achieved last year, right? So, and Kevin Patullo was a big part of that. That being said, Nick just threw out some things out there, like it's a rough crowd. He's like, maybe we should take him off the field, throw him up in the booth. Let him call plays from there because there's a lot of things going on the field. Not to mention some crazy rabid fans behind him at the Eagles games. And then, of course, on the road also. Let's calm the noise. Get him up top. Perhaps even bring Frank Reich in as a consultant. We've all seen hints and little pieces of success this season with this offense and what it could be. Seen some wrinkles that we didn't see in previous years. So it lends you to believe like, oh, snap, this guy may have something. But then it's just been time and time again that as fresh as it is 1 second, still in the next quarter, bro. The shelf life on this offense is ridiculously low. So we got to do something, Patullo, to get to where we want to go, bro. But Nick Foles, just speaking to, he's like, he sees a light at the end of the tunnel. He could do it. The season is not lost. And that's more the type of energy I want to exude anyway. Instead of us being crazy, rabid all the time, spewing vitriol and venom all over the place. Like, let's put some positivity in the air. I think Patullo could overcome it too. I ride with what Nick Foles said. I mean, if why don't you go over there and be a consultant? Pre-game speech or something, man. Because, the dude just seems to be spitting gems. And you see why he was such a pertinent piece of so many locker rooms that he's been in, Nick Foles. And, yeah, man, I'm hyped about him. And I just want to take this time to say, hyped about Nick Foles and his podcast going forward. I'm definitely subscribed. I'm definitely going to be a constant viewer of him because he's over there dropping gems and giving insight in a way that not everyone does. And I think that's unique the way he does it. At least the way I think it's just a unique viewpoint that Nick Foles gives to us, the viewers. I like it. I like it a lot. And sorry to Patullo, but another dope thing that I'm hearing maybe coming out of this week and these last 2 losses is that they may be turning not so much play calling over to Hurts, but letting Hurts call some plays down in the huddle because we have seen that time and time again this season too, if not throughout his whole career. Once they put him in that hurry up, dude, it's the defense don't know what to do, man. You put these dudes on the hills, much like Nick Foles was saying. You go simple. These guys know what to do. These defenses are too good. You don't move them off their rocker, they're going to come to and knock your rock off. You feel me? So that's a dope thing that I can't wait to see. I hope that's something that develops over this next game. It's going to be a little rough. They got some rushes over there, you know what I'm saying, as far as defensive linemen. But I think it's something we can't overcome. And when it comes to the picks of the week, y'all, I think, who do I think is going to step up big in this game? I think the defensive line, albeit Jalen Carter is out, not to mention we got some good news about him. Some sports doc, I believe Adam Schefter reported that, it's not so much surgery. It's like some type of shots or something that they're calling surgery. So he should be back with rest in about 2 weeks. He should be back. I agree with other people out there that have said it, like give him 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever he needs. Just get that thing right. As long as we can still make a playoff push and then have him fresh for the playoff run. I mean, what could be better? A fresh Jalen Carter, Brett, man, coming to take heads, man. What are you, stupid? Squawk and go. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to see him back on the field. But as far as the defensive go, I can see big games from our defensive line. The whole damn defensive line. We're going to have T-Rob out there. Maybe, I don't know. He didn't have such a great first game out there. However, neither did Cooper DeJean. So we could see things change all the time. You know what I'm saying, man? So hopefully, he steps it up. But I'm definitely hyped about Moro Ojimo getting crazy, getting big down there. Jordan Davis going crazy. Not Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat. But Jalen Phillips and Nolan Smith, out there looking crazy. He looked fast and felt last time we seen him out there. We just got to bring some aggression, some power, some Philly pride out there for this game. Go crazy, get big, push things around, move people against their will. I can't wait. Definitely want to see that on the offensive side of the ball. Oh, who do we see? What do we see? Yeah, it's just what I'm feeling. And this is all it really is. I'm seeing a big passing game. Hurts what they're talking. What do we do right? What do we do well? Let's accentuate that. I know we haven't done well in that throughout the season. But, I mean, the pass pro, from what I'm seeing, I'm no super analyst out here, but from what I'm seeing, the pass pro is way better than the run protection. So let's lean on that. And let's get some quick game, because I see Jalen Hurts sitting back there for a very long time. And that's cool and all. It's great. But let's do something with it this time. So I'm leaning on that. I see the pass game being big. Nobody in particular. And let's just give it up to a whole damn team. We're bringing it back to PHly PHrIday for the first time in a long time. So we're just giving up to the whole team. Nobody in particular. I just want to see a full team win. Give it up for 4 quarters. How about that? Give it up for 4 quarters. Can we see 4 quarters out here this week? 4 quarters of real football, Philadelphia Eagle football, bro. That's what I want. I'm talking about all levels. I am seeing things. I'm going crazy. Maybe the therapy's not working. Maybe I came here too much. Maybe it's sensory overload. I don't know. But give it up to the whole damn team. That's the picks of the week. We'll get into the music and all that tomorrow. We'll get into music, pregame and all that, fix and all that tomorrow. But to the next time, make your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a great time. You know how I like to do around this time, about the time, at the time. It's always Eagles o'clock around here. Open your eagle eye, poke your beak in, and give it a say it with me, y'all. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Okay, we're going to have to work on that one. You know, we got a little too hype at practice today. You know what I mean? Yesterday, started off good. You know, we're going to ride this roller coaster. Come out strong. Come out hard. Pause. And down, pause through the wall. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. But go birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Get the flock out of here.